Hey friends, how are you guys? I'm so happy that you guys are on the live today. It's my first time ever going live on YouTube. So hey y'all, I'm Alexis. If you don't know me, I create faith-based content here on YouTube for the glory of God and for your enjoyment. I love to talk about my Bible. I love to talk about books that I love to read, and some things that I wanted to share with you guys are my favorite things. So I have some favorite things to talk about. So we are in my guest room. This is where I also have my prayer board, my Bible time. I actually love to hang out here with my dog. My dog's right over here. And I always have a great time here on the live. So I would just love to hear you guys, and I'd love to talk to you guys today. So I'm going to share some things that I am excited for, and this book series is the first thing I'm going to talk about. So if you don't know, I love to read, and reading is one of my favorite things to do. And so this book series is a YA kind of dystopian book series that I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite things, and it is the Renegade series by Marissa Meyer. This book series is so cool, and I really enjoyed it. So it's about this girl. Her name is Nova, and this is the first book. So it's about this girl, Nova, and this guy, Adrian. So it follows two points of views in this book, and it is Nova and Adrian, and it is both of their perspectives of being in the Renegades and being in the Anarchists. I can't even speak. One of those things. So it's about like their points of views, and basically the bad guys versus good guys, kind of like a superhero kind of vibes. And it is very, very, very good. And it's one of my favorite book series ever. 3 books, it's the trilogy, and I highly recommend. One of my favorite things. Alright, another thing, it's obviously can't go wrong with the Bible. This is my favorite book ever. If you haven't read it, I really highly recommend. It's a great book, and it's something that I feel like everybody would enjoy, and it can relate to every single person. Literally everything in here can relate to every single person because it's for you. Yeah. I recommend that Bible. One of my other things that are my favorite things is my journals. So I got these journals from TJ Maxx. I always get my journals from TJ Maxx. I got this little set that came with this one, and then it also came with this one that I already used up. So this is the second one, and I have a third one, but I gave it to my friend Eden. So I have 2 here. And I love journals. Journals are one of my favorite things. I love to write out my thoughts. I love to write out my prayers and write out verses and rewrite them. And it's been very helpful to do that. And so that's something that I absolutely love. One of my favorite things. And let me go on to the next favorite thing that's actually coming towards me right now. It is my dog, Hash Brown. Hash Brown, come here. Sit. Hash Brown, sit. This is my dog, Hash Brown. He's a golden doodle, and he is the sweetest thing ever. I love him so much. He is about 8 months now. We got him on the 4th of July last year. He is the cutest little dog ever, and he is very obedient, very sweet. We got him trained, and that helped a lot with his obedience and helped him to not be so crazy as a little puppy. And so we have gotten him trained, and it has been so helpful. So this is Hash Brown, another one of my favorite things. Alrighty, now on to some food items. I only have one food item with me, and the other one I'm just going to talk about because I don't have it readily available. So some of my favorite meals are like tacos. Yeah, tacos and like steak meals. So I love steak. I love a good like steak and sweet potato fries or sweet potato kind of combo. Or I just love a good like meat meal, like a lamb, like steak, stuff like that. I'm very, very meat eater. Like I am not vegan at all. And another thing, like a fun snack that I love is gluten-free Oreos. Hash brown, do you want some gluten-free Oreos? This stuff, this is my guilty pleasure right here, gluten-free Oreos. And chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies. Those are incredible, and those are one of my favorite things too. So, those are some of my favorite things. I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, I love my prayer board that I made. This is my prayer board. Hash brown is like right behind the camera. This is my prayer board. I have little cards that I use, and I put them on my prayer board, and that helps me keep my prayers kind of specific, but also track them and date them so that I don't forget, and I can remember what I prayed for, and also just be very specific for people, for situations and stuff like that. And that helps me go back and see, hey, I prayed for this person, and look what God did through that. Well, look what God did through my interceding for that one person. And so that's something that one of also my favorite things that I have in my space. But that's pretty much it. I hope that you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining me for this little live, my first ever live on YouTube. So, hey friends on YouTube. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. It's at Living in His Victory, and I post a lot more content like this on there, and it's much more fun sometimes on there too. Alrighty, bye friends.